Did you know that self-help can be poisonous? It can stop you from actually succeeding. And in this video, I want to tell you some of the tips I've learned over the years to get out of that trap. Get out of that poisonous trap of self-help cycle, vicious cycle. So let's get straight into the video. Now, of course, when we pick up a self-help book, we want to solve a problem. And actually, the author wants us to solve that problem too. There's no doubt about that. Self-help books can be very, very helpful. But there is a dangerous side. The dangerous side is that if we, read these books and we feel the sense of accomplishment when we finish the book, and then we want to keep on reading more and more and more and more. And we keep on buying books, but not really doing anything with it. We get the sense of accomplishment, so we feel like, hey, I'm doing something that is beneficial. I'm reading this book. That's beneficial. Look at me, I'm reading. But then we don't go anywhere with it. So that is a major problem. That is one of the first major problems. But I want to even dig deeper into the topic. So, there is no doubt that the author is trying to help you out, of course. But when they go and tell their story, they've only got 150 pages, maybe 250 pages to tell their story about how they escaped the problem that you are trying to solve as the reader. So really, in reality, that cannot really go deep, right? 250 pages is quite a bit, but it cannot tell the whole story of the author. The author is there to give you a framework of how they solved their problem. But then, even then, it's their problem, right? It's how they solved it. It's not how you solved it. It's how they solved it. So then again, there's no guarantee that the way that they solved it is going to work for you. But there is a cure to all of this vicious cycle, and the authors, they're not meaning to not give you the whole story. It's just because they've only got a limited amount of pages. So nothing wrong with the authors in most cases. So the cure, you don't have to stop reading self-help books. I mean, for sure, self-help books are good, like I said, if you take those formulas and you put them into your own life. So here's the cure. The only way to escape this trap is if you make these takeaways your own personal experience. You need to actually get out there and start experiencing and experimenting on the takeaways from the book. And like I said, it's only a small framework. So what I personally do in my life is I adapt the takeaways and I create my own system. The system that I personally created that has really helped me a lot is called the SPAR framework, which stands for study, plan, action, reflect, and repeat. So I've taken what I've learned, I put it into my own framework, and started getting out there. Because the author's story is their story. Like I said earlier in the video, you need to create your own story. And the very last aspect is a very important one. This is something that a lot of people miss, is reflect. Reflect on what you have done. Reflect on the takeaways you've learned and reflect on your own actions. When you reflect and you write a bunch of stuff in your journal, I personally reflect on a weekly basis. And I just sit down with my journal and I write down any thoughts that have come to my mind. I reflect on the actions that I've taken and the things that I've studied. I do that on a daily basis, writing in my journal, writing on my Facebook group, And this has really helped me to solidify my own personal framework. That way I can take action on any sort of aspect that I learned from all the books that I've read. Okay? So it's actually really easy to get stuck in this vicious cycle of self-help poison, the trap of self-help. Don't get me wrong, it's really easy to do it, and maybe you have experienced this as well. So take my tips here, try to apply them, try to create your own system. Do that in your life and you will see a big difference. And like I said, don't stop reading, right? You can continue reading as much as you want to, but if you're reading like 5 hours or 6 hours, of course you need to balance it out. 5 or 6 hours a day is a lot. I think it's too much, right? So balance it out. If you are reading 5 hours a day, then cut it down to 2 hours, and then use that 3 hours to apply in some other aspect of your life. Taking action, reflecting, okay? So if you like this video, make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share it to get the word out about the self-help trap. And also, if you need any more information about the SPAR framework, please sign up for my online course at bookmatic.com, and I will see you in next week's video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like these. Also follow my other social media accounts such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for more valuable content. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you guys next time.